Okay, I'm going to see if I'm going to do this. According to what I figured out is that I'm getting back to Jesus died on the cross because they had a ceremony which reflected the moon, where some kind of energy went up to the moon, okay? Went up to the moon, the story of Jesus, the story, all the writings went up to the moon. A hockey puck goes on the moon. It looks like ice, doesn't it? They have some kind of ring around it. It's the letter O. He wore the pricks on his shirt, the pricks from the roses. Now, where's your prick? And what are the roses? What does it mean? So the thing is, they duplicated his DNA um, um, computer-wise, because that's what we basically are. We grow from what we make of us. We make. I mean, you want to grow an extra ear? Well, grow an extra ear. I mean, every single plant and every single animal has been manipulated to do so. So this is one part. Somebody asked me about this. See this? Somebody asked me about this. Now, I really, listen, I'm not a scientist, okay? All I do is I look at a couple of things and I say, looks like they fit together. So I go to the puzzle and I move the piece and I go, looks like it fits together. But I wouldn't know until I hear a comment. So what I do is I put one here and it attaches here. I put one here and it attaches here. I put one here, but then you see a V. I'll explain to you that V in a minute. Hold on a second. This is your playing cards. These are the cards you play with. They're all skeletons of our world. Okay? This is a skeleton of our world. If you take a good look, see these hats? There's one here and there's one here. Okay? You don't see a hat here, and you see a hat here and here. 4 and 4. 8, and then the one in the center, 9. This is the 9 card. Now, Venus gives you a head to life. Okay? There's the head. Venus gives you the head to life. There's the head. But her head don't come into life. Your head comes into life. So what they do is they mark a V here and a V at the bottom over here, and you have a V and a V for life. At the same time, these two headphones that go here, now your center, once you have the 9, okay, and the egg meets the sperm, it should come through here, okay. Well, no, let me first finish off with this. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more readable. Okay, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. This goes to this, this goes to this, this goes to this. Then you have this, 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 and this. You have nothing here. You cannot have anything here. This is not here. This is the 9 card. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. So what I did is I mean I'm doing too much to the 9 card. Okay. So just give me a second. All right. So what happens? Here's your 1. Here's the 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. There's nothing in the center. But you see this hexagon shape that it ends up making? Because this hexagon shape, what happens is they put an X. They put 2 strands of DNA, which is behind the neck of the tallus. They put one this way and they put one this way. The minute the sperm comes for your pregnancy, this is what you look like. When you get pregnant, I have to put these strands out. So I all of a sudden, from here, I put the 6 card. How do we get the 6 card? One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. That's the 6. Now I turn the 6, okay? I can't, that's the 6. Now I take this side to this side. All of a sudden, I've got the 9 birth. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. Why? Because this is a gate. It has to be closed. You have to close the gates. You have to close the gates. Let me show you the whole thing. This is the 9 card. Now, I'm not a mathematician, and I'm not a doctor. I play with pens and pencils, and I write on paper, and I color. That's what I like to do. Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? color a little bit, count a few numbers, or should I go out and have a couple of drinks, smoke some weed? Well, that's okay, but I don't smoke much anymore. I should just drive my car real quick. I'll do all the things that everybody has fun doing. But when they're finished doing all the things that they love, oh shit, I shouldn't have done it. I should have come home earlier. I had too much to drink. But let me tell you one thing. I take out a deck of cards or any shape, and I can do anything with it without leaving my seat. So I stay calm, cool, and collective. This is your 9. This is what it looks like. You see the way it's on the cross? You see the way it stands on the cross? It becomes the Magen David. Here you got the two sides, reflective side. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're on the cross. This is a V. So you take a V and you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The value of a V is 22. 6 times 22 is 120, and 12 makes 132. 66, 66, 132. Isn't it crazy? My doctor's office, the number on her door is 132. And if you knew her name, you'd freak out. She's the one who brought me to the delivery service. She says if I continue talking about my book, I said, wait a second. I said, I didn't talk about the book. She says, well, you're putting it on the internet and everybody's seen it. And well, I don't know. Google's out there and there's a trillion hits on Google, and YouTube's out there, and people go out to the X File and the X Factor, and everybody goes on stage, and half the people ain't worth nothing. So why can't I do something? I don't have to be worth anything. I like me. I like to do it. Why is everybody against it? I'm having a good time. I want to share what I see as the truth. If there's a finite to the end of this, the finite will only be for ones who do not judge, but those who understand that within one's heart is all that we need. So this becomes, so now you have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're at the 7th gate. Now you're at the 7th gate. Which world do you want to go into? Now you're born, but you're not born here. This is your DNA strand somewhere else. This is the element of your thinking somewhere else. It's the electronics that bring you into the world. And then you get to stand on your own. See the little bird over here with the beak? See the bird? See the bird over here? Here's his eye. Should I make it a little bit longer, his eye? Where is his eye? They always seem to disappear. Here's the bird. Oh, where's his tail? Oh, there you go. So anyways, you'd have one up there, one down there. This would say 10. This would say 10, but it's got the Magen David, so I don't know exactly how to do that yet, but it is the hexagon, so I will have to figure it out. 2, 4, 6. If we have 6, then we have 1 and 5 equals 6 of the 7th gate. 6 of the 7th gate. 6 and 7, Jesus Christ, 1776. 6 of the 7th gate. So if we have 6 in the 7th gate, that means number 5 is now in the center. But it doesn't matter. We're going to go on to the next card because I must have made some sort of mistake. The value of this one here is 12 around. If we go 12 around and add them up, 12 plus 1 equals to 13. 13, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13. Then after you have to circle the whole thing for 14. 13, when you add them all up, equals 91. 91 times 4, 364 days in a year and 13 moons, and man is born on the cross. Over here, this is number 8. You have, I didn't do this one properly, so let me do this one properly. Whoa, this is pretty weird. Oh, I did do it properly. Here's number 8. Here's one of those earplugs. Here's another earplug. Here's another earplug. Here's another earplug. You, and you. Now, when I cross the center of this box, okay, we're bringing everything together. Here's what the 8 card looks like. It almost looks like Mickey Mouse. You connected 3 here. You notice that that little triangle? And you connected that little triangle over here. Take a look. 808 bicycle cards. Have you ever seen bicycle cards? 808. Why do you have to look at the triangle? It's an empty space. You see how things can be manipulated? At the same time, there's an X here with a U on top and an X here with a U on top. X and U is 21 is 45 because the 24th letter and the 21st letter. 45, add this again to this one. 45 is 90, 90, 180. Now you have to add 22, 202. So you keep on adding them up. You have to learn a little bit. I have to learn more. You see the X here and the X here? If this is an X, the middle one here is 3. If this middle one is 3, and this is the X, it's 15 and 15. And again, you see 88 from the 8 card. Now, we're going to go on to the... No, I made a mistake. That's why it said 88. Yes, it says 88 here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somehow this is the 10 card, but there's something wrong. You like the way they turn into clubs? 2 clubs on top of each other? This, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8 card. And if you take a look at it, when you put those ears on it, it becomes 88. 88 with a diamond in the center. How much do you give for the diamond in the rough? You give 3. If you give 3, it's 91. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 on this side. 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 12. You got 100. Now you can put the dot in the center. You have 101. But it's the center is the 5th position, so it's 106. Or you call it because of the 7th gate. Here's a block. Every time you see an X, it's by the 7th gate. So the cards of 7, 8, 9, 10 explain to you what those hats do that you showed me, Mr. Greenberg. Is that what your name was? Now it's time to go to sleep. And I forgot to tell you that this is your thumb, okay? It gets it in the major pi. It goes up. Then you use this, okay? The hook. You need a jack hook. Look at my finger. Isn't it this uncanny? That's all I can do because my fingers are stuck underneath. Once you hold down these fingers underneath, you can't get that up any higher. So it becomes a jack. You want to try my other finger? My other finger is even worse. You see your digits, there's something inside your fingers that actually talk to the computer. So I broke these fingers. Look at my finger. It can't go up. The fish cannot get caught because my finger that centers everything for me is not. Then at the end, you have your finger, your best friend, your finger friend, trying to clear out the organization. You put them on this hand, you got them like this. So what do these fingers do? Because we're always seeing all the time 1, 3, and 5. Well, this is the 5, this is the 3, this is the 1, this is the 5, this is the 3, this is the 1. Thumbs up to the 7th gate. If you do this, you got 20. You see what they do? They go on top of each other. Well, I can't do them because I busted all my fingers. The other thing I wanted to mention is that 19, everything works in 19s. The first 19 and then the next 19 starts with a 2. But the first 19 didn't start with anything. It was thumbs up. Somebody shoved the plug up your ass and you were ready to go because the current was on. And the current was moving in the moving waters of November 16th. And holy Mac, they're going to blast the sky. I can see that Copper Mountain just driving on down. So number 19, what happens is it becomes 1 and 9. The sperm and the creation. God's creation, A, B, C. A and B make C. 19, 1 and 9. 1 and 6. Why? Because 1 and 6 makes the 7 worlds. 1 and 9. 1 and 9 make the 10 worlds. 9 and 4. We have 9 here. 9 and 4 make the 13 worlds. And 6, because we use 6 here. 6 and 7 make the 13 worlds. 4 and 3 would make the 4 worlds. And that's what we end up from the name of Jesus Christ. We get Earth and Mars. And 19 is is the number of the moon. 4 by 3, 4 plus 3 equals 19. 7 and 3 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10. The spirit of 76 lands up in the moon on the number under the name of the O, of the bloodstream of O, of Jesus Christ. 43. Now, why do I get this? Because when you take your telephone up, I will show you how come I get this. When you take this up over here, we're in the small world. We use little digits of everything. You see between number 1 and 5, what would you put there? 2 and 4, 1 and 5, the 3 goes perfect between it. When you go to number 7, 5, 8, and 4, between 4 and 6, right in the hole here, in the missing hole, that number becomes a 6. 4, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7. In the one hole over here, it becomes 5, 7, 9, and 6, 7, 8. And then the hole over here between 5 and 3 and 6 and 2, 5 and 3 and 6 and 2, 5 and 3 and 6 and 2, 115, 5 and 6 and 2 and 3, the number 4. You have 3, 4, 7, 6. You also connect these numbers together. You have 3476, which is the size of the moon, the diameters. You have the diameters inside the name of Jesus, inside the moon where they put a ring, and they have the O of the ring and O Canada and O everything, because everybody's bloodline is of their royalty, and the royalty is of Jesus Christ. So if you don't think we're not spending our time on here for his knocking out of this world, the question is, who made him up? I put down this together and I told you 5 and 3 and 6 and 2 for a couple of seconds, because 5 and 3 or 53 and reverse 53 to 35, it's 88. Reverse 62 to 26, it's 88. The same way we reverse the rest of the numbers. The same way we reverse the rest of the numbers. 1 and 5 and 24. 51 and 15 is 66. 15 from 51 is 36. 24 and 42 is 66. 42 from 24 is 18. 75, 57 is 3 and 3. 84 and 48 is 3 and 3. 95 and 59 is 4 and 4. 86 and 68 is 5 and 5. 5, 5, 4, 4, 8, 8, 6, 6. It ain't me. They're on this board. They gave me this board. They gave me it with all the numbers in that position. And I didn't do the keys yet. And I didn't put the blue on these keys. That's why they're going to tell me Blue's Clues. Time to snooze. They go up into the rapids of Hoover Dam. She's wearing the crown. Something goes into here and then comes out of here. One out of this side, one out of this side, or both of them that fall into here, and they come up from here, they go into here, and then they be back here, and they build a heart. I'm not really sure of which one this is. This is Herbert Hoover, Black 38. This is the board. This is the black board. Which black board? The North American roulette wheel starts at 38 and 83, and Herbert Hoover Dam is this number, and so is Jesus Christ and everything else. And November 16th is a party. It's called the Halloween Party of Valentine's. I don't know where it is in the world. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's a party that must go on because it's 90 days before the next Valentine's Day, the ones we get to celebrate. They celebrate theirs before Christ is born within the last month. Raphael 70 to 86 in the constellation of Pegasus. Here's one of the eyes. You see the X? You see the X? They put a rail here, a railroad car here, and a railroad car here, and they take it. And they pull, you see the way it's in there, the V? And then they pull you along your life. And as they pull you along your life of time, you have to make decisions, and you get weary, and then the end. Thank you for watching, Raphael. The last thing I wanted to say is when we choose for 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, we will choose the 5, the 5, yes. When we choose for the 0 position, I now found a way to choose for the 0 position. If you're in the 2 world, that means it's 6. When you see the 00 on roulette, the 00 on roulette is 8 and 6. The first one Okay? Did I mark that? Yes, the first one is 5. The first 0 is the passage, is the heart. Okay? The next 2 zeros is for 6 and 8, which is one is the heaven of water, one is on land, and the one for 6 is in 3 corners. You're divided up in your, I don't know exactly what you do. You go into the 3 worlds so you can connect, but I don't want to really get into that because I'm not sure about it. Another thing is North America, 14 and 1. 14 and 1, 141. See that 141? 3 times creation. 47. 7 and 4 is Jesus Christ. 7 touches 3. 4 touches 6. We just talked about the moon of the 7 and 4 and the 347. 3476. That's the moon. Well, 7 and 4 touches North America. This is the roulette wheel. 3 times 47 is 141. That's the 9-card exchange. The other one is 3 by 7. It's the French roulette. So I have to use the initials of what it is. North America. North America, 1-for-1 exchange. So it's 5 and 8. The 00 roulette wheel is 6 and 8 because they come together. When you come with 6, you come with 8. But here you get the pass. 5 times 6 is 30. By 8 is 240. 10 days. 10 days. 1 day is lost for 14 hours of the cross and 10 hours for the God. So you have 9 days in which you go 6 days, then 1 day to the cross, then 3 more days and it's over. And that also gives you the football scores. At the same time, when you go 5, 6, and 8, 14, it equals to 19. 19 equals 685. 685 is the silver matrix. If you go 6 times 8 is 48. Those are the 48 angels. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 by 5 is 240. Again, we get the same number as over here, 5, 6, and 8. When we add 19 to 666, it's 685. When we multiply it this, we get back to this again. So it comes over and over. Did you understand me? Where did I get 666? The whole roulette wheel, when you add up 1 to 36, and then you add up the zeros. When you add 1 to 36, it equals 666. Then you add on 19. Okay, for the 5 pass, for the 6 pass, and for the 8 heaven, you have 685. If you brought, now what do you do with 685? You take away the 5 because that's the passage. You see 5, if it goes in half, it's 10. If it goes more, it's 15, 20, 25, 30. So what you have to do is you take away the 5, then you have man 6 of the 8 heaven. 8 and 6 is 14. 14 is back to what they did to you. 14, how it all started. I showed you this. I showed you Earth. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 is 19. And when you get to 19, the letter S, it's 1 and 9. There's nothing else. 19 is the middle of everything. The other thing I can say is I have 222 over here because when it all ends, okay, I cannot say it, but when it all ends, let me try to figure what this is. 5 times 48 is 240. Why did I have 220? 5 by 48. Let's go 4 by 85 is 320. Here it is. Look. So we had this left over. 4 times 85, 320, and 20 is 340. 34, 340. We're back over here. 3 and 4 makes the 7th gate. Now we need the 5 passage. So now we have 3 and 4 and 5. 3 and 4 is 7, and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3 creation. That's how it all started. And this is something else. 1, 2 worlds. 1, 2 worlds. This is 5. This is 5. What's this? Then we have to connect all of these. And after we connect all of these, we go and live in here. This is the dizzy space. Thank you for watching.